Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to the Upper Echelon Podcast, where we keep it real, we keep it jiggy over here because why we ain't never ever scared. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so that you're notified for any new content that I may put out. Let's get it. All right, guys, our girl Keke Palmer is currently a hot topic. She was forced to file a petition for a restraining order against her ex-partner, Darius Jackson, who is also the father of her 8-month-old son. He's being accused of being physically and emotionally abusive towards her, and Keke is reporting to be in fear of her and her son's life. Now, Keke and her boyfriend apparently broke up last month in October. Now, according to Keke, Darius broke into her residence, forced his way into the bedroom, threatened her, physically attacked her, lunged at her neck, hit her, and threw her over the couch, all before taking her phone. This incident happened this month, November 5th. The police were contacted that day, and 2 days later, Keke filed a restraining order and also filed to have temporary full custody of their son. It's important to note that the judge also granted an approval for this restraining order. Keke is reporting that the physical abuse was not an isolated incident. She's also requesting a restraining order that includes a custody order for their son, Leotis. Okay, so let's get into these court docs that were filed shortly after the November 5th incident. I, Lauren Palmer, hereby declare and state as follows. I am the petitioner in the within matter. I have personal knowledge of the facts stated herein, and if called upon, I could and would testify competently thereto. I submit the following declaration in support of my request for domestic violence restraining order, including custody orders. Respondent Darius Jackson, Darius, and I were previously in a dating relationship which started in June of 2021 and finally ended for good in or around early October of this year, primarily due to the physical and emotional abuse inflicted on me by Darius throughout our relationship, which is detailed further herein and will be further testified to at the time of trial. We are the parents of an 8-month-old baby boy, Leotis Andrelton Jackson, born February 25th, 2023. It is because of our son, Leo, that I was finally able to end my relationship with Darius once and for all and escape the abuse. Leo is the most important thing in the entire world to me. He needs and deserves to be safe and grow up in an environment free from violence. Most recent abuse. On Sunday, November 5th, Darius trespassed into my home, physically attacked me, knocked me over my couch, and pinned me down, and stole my phone after I threatened to call the police. This was all caught on home surveillance video. Unfortunately, ending my relationship with Darius has not ended the abuse. If anything, he has been even more unhinged, volatile, and dangerous to both me and our son. This past Sunday, November 5th, 2023, Darius trespassed into my home uninvited, without my knowledge or consent, and physically attacked me. Shortly before 11 a.m., I was in my home talking on the phone with my mother, and I started to suddenly see Darius burst through the bedroom door. We do not live together, and I did not invite him into my home. When he entered my bedroom, he was filming me with his iPhone and said I heard all I needed to hear. He demanded to see Leo. I asked him to leave. He acted as though he was leaving, so I followed him downstairs to ensure that was occurring. However, instead of leaving, Darius sat down in a chair in my living room. After continuing to try to convince him to leave, I moved behind a couch to put furniture between us as I was barely dressed and afraid of him. Darius kept repeating that he was there to take Leo, an 8-month-old baby who is being breastfed, to watch a football game. I explained that I did not agree that Leo should go to a football game, that he had not confirmed an agreement or plans that he would do so, and that Leo was not even at home. My sister L'Oreal had taken him to her former husband Frank's house to spend time with family. I asked Darius again to leave. My mother was telling him through the phone that he was trespassing, and I told him again that if he did not leave, I was going to call the police. I tried to remain calm, but as I was again asking him to leave, he stood up from the chair, walked towards me, and made sure there was no furniture between us. He was yelling, leaning into me, getting into my face. At that point, he lunged at me, grabbed my neck and face, knocked me backwards over the couch, stole my phone out of my hands, and then ran out of the house. This was all captured by my home security cameras, which will be played for the court at the time of hearing. True and correct copies of screenshots from this video of him knocking me over and stealing my phone before running out of the house are attached to hereto and marked as Exhibit A. After Darius ran out of my house, he hurried into his car and attempted to drive away. I had blocked his exit with my recycling and garbage cans to keep him from driving away with my phone, and he nearly hit me with his car. It was only when my sister came out and there was another witness that Darius indicated he had thrown my phone into the bushes further back in the cul-de-sac and got out of the car to retrieve my phone. This was also captured on exterior security cameras. Previous abuse. On February 13th, 2022, Darius choked me and body slammed me onto the stairs in my home after becoming violently jealous and irrationally angry over a bikini picture. This was also caught on home surveillance video. The incident this past Sunday was not the first or even second time Darius was physically abusive with me. It had happened multiple times throughout our relationship. Another time when it was caught on my home security camera was on February 13th, 2022 at around 6:30 a.m. The night before, Darius became enraged because I shared a bikini photo of my workout results while we were attending a friend's party. Except that I did not share this photo with anyone but him. I simply showed it to him on my phone, and I was proud of what I had accomplished. On the drive home, I was worried that we would get into an accident because of how angry he was. Darius spent the rest of the night yelling at me, not letting me sleep so he could keep yelling at me. In the bedroom, he slammed me on the floor and slapped my head from side to side. The next morning, he was standing at the bottom of the stairs near the front doors, screaming at me as I was coming down the stairs. When I was almost at the bottom of the stairs, he grabbed me around the neck and body slammed me onto the stairs. Again, this was captured by my home security system, and the full video will be played for the court at the time of the hearing. True and correct copies of screenshots from the video showing him grabbing me around the throat and body slamming me down onto the stairs are attached here to marked as Exhibit B. So as you guys can clearly see, this guy seems like a very dangerous individual, which is wild and crazy to me because he seems and looks so freaking innocent. And the dynamic that they actually show on Keke's socials, it just seems like he's such a subdued, quiet guy. But obviously, as you can see, she has shown proof that he is not. Not only in the reports that she's made to the police and to the courts, but also she has video footage of this stuff happening. So it cannot be denied that this guy is an abuser. Now, this order of protection against Darius says that Darius cannot possess any handguns. He cannot be within 300 feet of Keke or their child. And Darius is also not allowed to publicly comment or address Keke, her family, or their son online. Now, this is a photo of Darius, and his brother is pictured next to him. His name is Darius Jackson. He recently chimed in on the situation on Twitter. However, he deleted the post shortly thereafter. And the tweet states, "The most disgusting, vile, abusive, manipulative person I have ever encountered in my life. Abuses almost everyone. Y'all will see. Just send positive energy to the babies. Any child in the middle of something like this does not deserve it at all. Wow, so damn sad." Now, when he tweeted this, I was really unsure as to if he was addressing Darius or if he was addressing Keke, calling her the abusive one. It made me believe that he was possibly addressing Keke due to the fact that Keke Palmer's mother responded shortly after Darius deleted this tweet.
"Look, I've never done anything like this. I've been in this business for 22 years. I've seen a lot of stuff, but this is, I can't help myself. For Darius Jackson to post on his Twitter, the ridiculous stuff that he's posted when he knew his brother was abusive. I went to Darius over a year ago and told him that his brother was abusive to my daughter. And he said, well, I used to be like that too." What? So now he's posting on Twitter like he's this special guy. We know he's the biggest fuckboy in Hollywood. He's disrespectful to women, just like his little brother. He taught his brother how to be abusive. So he don't get to act like he's this special guy. No, you're a fuckboy and you're a part of the problem.
Woo, not a fuck boy and a part of the problem. Now, that was Keke's mom, Sharon Palmer. Now, Keke has always been very, very vocal about how close she is with her mother and how great of a relationship that they have. Her mother has always been her business manager and basically a backbone for her as she's been in the business. You all know Keke's been in the business since she was a child. So Sharon has always been there for her. And obviously she is clearly her protector and is going to speak up for her daughter. Now, after Sharon made that response to Saronis' tweet, Saronis then responded to Sharon's video by saying this, quote me, "I never once said that to Sharon, not once in my life. I have never been abusive to any of the women I ever been involved with. I'm not going to keep on with this circus. But Sharon, the world is about to hear your voice very soon and the threat you made to my family. Be well, everyone. I know it's easy to get caught up in this, but make no mistake that all of this is very sad." I want to say, first of all, prayers to Keke Palmer and baby Leotis. I pray that they remain safe and that Darius follows the restraining order and does everything that he needs to do to rectify this situation. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to be together and in a relationship due to his abusive ways. However, I think that Darius needs to get some help, and then after he gets that help that he needs, he can get back in his child's life. But what I do want to say is that I can't say that I didn't see this coming, especially with Darius's past behavior that was shown to the public that Keke wasn't hiding. If you guys can remember when Keke went to Usher's concert, it was all over the media. Darius actually responded to Keke interacting with Usher at that concert, and he was very upset. Basically, in so many words, calling her a loose woman, saying that she's a mother and she shouldn't be dressed and acting the way that she was behaving at the concert. In my opinion, even that behavior was somewhat abusive, just due to the fact that if you have an issue with your significant other, and you, especially if you know your significant other is a celebrity or a public figure, you could have simply spoken to her personally, especially since you guys were living together at the time. So in my opinion, by getting online and addressing her online, his motive was to embarrass her. And anytime you're with a man or anytime you're with a woman whose objective is to embarrass you, that's a red flag right there. With that being said, I'm going to be keeping my eyes and my ears to these internet streets so that I can keep you guys updated on this story. Please drop your comments and thoughts below so that I can know what you guys think about this topic and what your feelings are about this situation between Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson. Do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.